Alright, target acquired, shoot down the star. Hey everybody, welcome back to more Mass Effect. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we intended to do some more side quests, but we only actually ended up doing one. That being the MSV Cornucopia. There were husks there in a very, very tight environment, which is bad. Husks are easy to deal with if you're on, if you're, real big environments, you can deal with husks just fine. But if a husk reaches you on higher difficulties, you are so screwed. Shaska, what even is on this planet? Because all of the planets have some side quests with them. At the very least, this is I love the terrestrial planets in this game. They look very beautiful. But it's going to be a pain in the ass to navigate through because, well, it's very mountainous. And while the Mako does deal with mountains better than you'd think, it still doesn't deal with mountains very well. So yeah. Right now, I'm just going to go through the Maroon Sea because, well, I know that we haven't gone through here yet. Oh boy. We're exploring these planets for the first time. Otherwise, then I'll go search through the quest log to find systems that I've missed. I think the Horsehead Nebula, which has that one, like the Brothers ship that's in the Novaria system, which is why I haven't been there yet. I think that's Horsehead Nebula's Novaria. I don't believe any side quests show up in the Vermeer system, but I could be wrong about that. Just keep driving, and there's a pyramid. It's not the first time we've seen a pyramid either. There was a icy pyramid at one point. Okay, we're actually gonna have to strategize a tiny bit, but not much. There we go, Prothean Data Disk. Medgel, very nice, after we used quite a bit in that last mission. Another shotgun, very nice. We're getting some pretty damn good weapons. Rex, I did say I was going to give Tali the Spectre pistol. Oh, that looks amazing. Aw, Rex, you look so badass. I say as we immediately go into our tank so that we can actually see Rex looking badass. Whee! The good thing about planets with mountains is that you can fling the Mako off of them. And there's... I feel like there's not supposed to be fall damage, but there kind of is. I don't know, it's weird. I see enemy markers, but I don't see enemies. They're probably just like hiding underneath the overhang. Yeah.
The entire colony must have been transformed.
Oh, well, I guess they're husks. We've been fighting a lot of husks recently. I'll grab that mineral.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, I mean, Tali, you apparently have way better eyes than I do, because your bad feeling has already been confirmed to be husks. I do sometimes love how janky the Mako is, but, only when when you've had time to not use the Mako in a while is when it's best. Just keep driving along. And I'm sure I won't regret popping in here.
On my way.
Alright, you look so good. So handsome. Oh, he's such a handsome young boy. It's not the best way to take out. I mean, honestly, this actually is a pretty good crew for Husks. Having shotguns will be nice for when they charge at us, if they charge at us. We appear to be killing them before their aggro range. Well, now we're starting to get them. I was expecting more ragdolling. Down. Plus down here for emergency. Fine, it's just shields. Alright, that actually wasn't too bad. Mainly because the AI was screwing up. I did see... Yeah. I thought I saw some things we could pick up. Oh. There we go. Grab that. Let's check if there is an upstairs and see if there's anything we can grab from there. Pretty much once you buy the Spectre gear, there is little use for money. But... and we actually do have to try a little bit. Basically, the only reason that you need money is transfer to the next game. And even then, that's only after a certain threshold. You don't keep all your money between games, unfortunately. Alright, so that's one of 3 buildings down. Grab that for some more better grenade. That's how word work. I love how low poly the Mako gets when you just come out of building. I mean, I get why. You need to have the Mako remember where it's supposed to be, but you save on resources by just making it really low poly. I don't know why he didn't explore them. I didn't see. It must have just been a system that opened up later. Also, one thing I should mention, the system that has the asteroid for bringing down the sky, that does not have any side quests in it. That is, well, at least any side quests that are outside the DLC. DLC, completely self-contained. Pinnacle Station, I think was in Bavaria? I'm pretty sure Pinnacle Station did have some other... I think Pinnacle Station had a... It was in another system. I just forget which one. But, again, doesn't matter. Pinnacle Station was not a fun DLC. It was not a good DLC. And it doesn't even exist anymore. Well, it does if you play original Mass Effect 1. I mean, it works perfectly fine outside of Legendary Edition. Guys, let's back up a little bit. There. Just wanted to clear a little bit of a path. I really need more grenades. I'm so low. I have not had grenades in a long time. Alright, it does seem to just be a victory. They explode after death. later in the series that seem to have similar effects such as that after death, but those aren't visual bugs. Those are actually the case. Alright, we're clearing them out pretty well. That's fine, there's probably some med stations upstairs. Med gel's pretty easy to come by. Especially when it randomly drops from enemies, which it can. I think it's a lower rate than grenades dropping from enemies. But I assume we can't actually pick up any grenades, because why would a husk be holding a grenade? They're zombies. Although a zombie with a grenade does sound terrifying. Especially when those zombies are grenades. Which husks kind of are. Prodigy, that sounds like a good weapon. I didn't see what type of weapon it was, but it sounded good. A lot of times, especially on easy decryptions, you can just spam A, or X, or whatever button it is. I think PC, it is just left mouse click by default. PlayStation controller, it is X. Xbox, it is A. And speaking of Xbox, I think Mass Effect no, it's definitely not. I think it started off as Xbox exclusive. By the time Legendary Edition came around, they dropped that, but I think originally it was Xbox exclusive, but I could be very wrong. I'm just playing on PlayStation because I have a PlayStation controller. I don't have an Xbox controller. I had an Xbox 360 in the past, that's where I first played Mass Effect, but now I own a PS4, trying to get a PS5, but easier said than done. It's fine, I don't need to be upright. Ugh. I just wanted to style on those zombies. Alright, well, this is a different layout. The other two are like warehouses. This is more of a secure. I don't know exactly what this is. It's less warehousey than the last one. The last ones. I guess this is sort of a residential. Yeah, I guess that's probably what I describe it. That guy definitely floated on midair. Fall back. Let them come to us, because they have to. Because they're melee only. And, well, usually, bringing only your fists to a gunfight is not the best idea. But of course, it's not really the fists that are a problem with the husks. It's the fact that they explode with an EMP that hurts you. It's just electricity. They explode in electricity. That's just the easier way to say it.
Negative contacts, Commander.
Thanks, Rex. So, the Geth came here. This seemed to be a colony planet, if, you know, judging by what people said. So Geth came here. Don't know exactly why. It could just be making an example. Oh wow, what a lovely room. They didn't even put beds in there for decoration. How rude. Let's grab all this stuff. Grab that. Kellen's Pioneer team rarely consists of more than a few dozen specialists. It's clear that none of them have survived. Cerberus group has a lot to answer for. So it's Cerberus. Well, lovely. Just lovely. This is something that I want you to remember for whenever we get to Mass Effect 2. Remember how many times we see Cerberus and what things they're involved with. Right now, we've heard from Kahoku that they are involved with genetic experimentation that somehow involves Thresher Maws, which sounds terrifying. They're somehow involved with these husks on this planet. We've seen that they're involved with some more things from the side quest that we picked up in Pharos. So already we have at least 3 things to sort of track them down for. Let's pop over to Vostok. Vostok. What's in Vostok? Something's important in Vostok. I don't remember what.
Looks like we've got an active distress beacon on the planet below, Commander. No message, just a locator signal.
Alright. Lots of terrestrial planets. Got some palladium. We got matriarch Dillinges. Those are actually important. Vostok, Notacros. What's here? Don't remember. Let's bring on Liara and Garrus. And I know we're getting pretty late into the episode, but I mean, hopefully this is just in tank episode, or just in tank planet. I mean, we've been outside of the tank already. Well, there's things over here that are enemies. Let's find out what kind of enemies they are and kill them with a tank. It's like husks. Thorium creepers. We are very far from the Thorian, so it's a bit odd. I'd say Thorian creepers are less dangerous than husks. Their vomit has less range than the explosions of the husks. Now, this is something that, even if you have not gone to Pharos before, you will still have Thorian creepers here. The reason I mention this now is because we'll have a similar instance show up during our side quests, where there's something we haven't been introduced to that we will be introduced, or that we will see at a side quest planet. So it's possible that you won't know what a Thorian creeper is, or know anything about. I'm not gonna bother with that. The medals are just for money, and we have plenty of money already. I don't want to bother. You saw there. This is mostly a 100% completion. The collection quests, those are a little bit too for me. Again, as I've said, there's nothing to be gained extra from it in anything at all. It is just for completionist sake to go around and collect all the medals, all the light gas, all that stuff. It's really not worth it. I mean, if you are so determined to have every single achievement in the game, go ahead. But I am not. I am trying to do more 100% completion things. That's kind of an MO that I have allegedly set up with my channel and then failed to do in the first few series. Persona 5, I will get back to that eventually. It's only like one or two extra things. There's the Thieves Den and New Game Plus. I can probably fit that into one episode. And then Xenoblade 2, I plan to just eventually replay that game for the channel. It'll be a while, but I mean, it's the only series that I'm not happy with. Xenoblade 2.
Ready.
I love it as a game, and it being my first LP, I wasn't happy with it. I'm not gonna say, you know, I'm still fantastic. I have nothing more to learn on how to LP, but I've gotten better, I'd like to think, since Xenoblade 1. It's been about 2 years, 2.5 years, as of time of recording, and presumably as of time of upload, relatively speaking. And it's fun. And I'm not going to be able to do Xenoblade 2 as well as Shaka Khan. That, I'm just going to say that straight up. When I do Xenoblade 3, because that will be a win, is not going to be as good as Shaka Khan. I'm just going to say that. He's the person that I'm really looking up to for... Wait, I remember this planet. He's really the person that I'm looking up to for how I want to model my channel. I know, 100% completions. You have all sorts of stuff like this. But, you know, he obviously has a lot more experience than I do, and he's more naturally charismatic than I am. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not gonna, you know, try to hype myself up too much. I know that, you know, I'm not the best, and it'd be ridiculous to think so, and that's not exactly the best thing you'd want to hear for a channel like this. You know, hey, everyone, there's other people who are better than me. Not exactly what you want. But, still, I want to be realistic. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to be egotistical about my LPs. Alright, we do have to go and hop inside for these more Thorian creepers. An upgrade kit. Ooh. See, this will be the perfect place to put an ambush. But no, it's not. Said, the Thorian creepers are a lot tankier and a lot more health. You know what? Let's toss a throw like that. Lift. And also Thorian creeping because you can punch a lot more easily, because they have no risk of exploding on you very violently. They still do have a, you know, special attack with their vomit, for lack of a better word. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's called vomit. But that's, again, a lot less dangerous than the Husk's explosion. Got anything in this side? Yeah, we got some... It's fine, the original owners are dead. We don't need to worry about it. The original owners are dead. See? Original owner. And they're very dead. It's not like we're stealing from them. We're scavenging.
Rescuers?
Oh, thank God. See? I told you somebody would come to investigate that signal. My name is Dr. Ross, Chief Exogeny Researcher at this facility. We've been trapped in this room for days. We're almost out of food and water. You got here just in time.
Not so fast. First, you're gonna tell me why this place is overrun with Thorian creepers.
How do you know about the Thorian?
I know what Exogeny was up to. I saw what they let the Thorian do to those colonists, so I destroyed it.
Our secret's out then. No point in my lying. You already know the worst. The creepers here were created using altered samples from the specimens on Pharos. We discovered a way to turn them into docile, obedient servants. Everything was going fine until a few days ago. Then all the creepers suddenly went berserk. Only a handful of us made it back into the safety of this room.
Why didn't you send a clear message asking for help? All we had was that signal from the emergency beacon.
This is a closed communications base. Exogeny was worried about someone on the project selling secrets to a rival firm or reporting our work to the authorities. We have no direct communication with the outside, only the emergency beacon. It sends a general distress signal to the Exogeny site on Pharos. They're supposed to send a team to respond inside of 24 hours, but it sounds like they had problems of their own.
Any chance some of the other people at the base might still be alive?
I doubt it. Too many creepers out there. They never stood a chance. We're the only ones left.
Any idea why they turned on you?
Maybe there was still some kind of link between the creepers and the Thorian back on Pharos. The Thorian was unlike any other life form we've ever studied. I can't explain how, but maybe when it died, it somehow set off the creepers here.
I've heard all I need to.
Look, I know what we did here was wrong. I'll admit that. But it's over now. There's no sense reporting this to the authorities, right?
You were in charge of this project. The safety of the staff was your responsibility. They trusted you, and you betrayed that trust.
Be reasonable. I didn't mean for this to happen. Besides, how does it help anyone if I end up in jail? Normally Exogeny would have my back, but it sounds like they're going to have their hands full cleaning up the mess on Pharos. But I've got money. A nice little emergency fund I set up. It's yours if you let us go.
Deal. Get the hell out of here.
You made the smart choice, Commander.
Hard-switch computer tones softly registering deposit in your bank account from the Exogeny scientist. Your work here is done. Should we have taken that bribe? Probably not. Oh well. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But that should do it for this time. And next time, we have some more side quests to take care of. But I don't actually know where. But until then, see you guys later.